First of all, Mike, first time we've seen you since that win where you captured the ABU championship. How's it feeling being a champion?
No, it feels great, exciting. It's something that I've been looking forward to for some time. I've been chasing these titles and I haven't really been getting it right, but eventually, with the persistence, we eventually got it.
Lightweight's definitely your weight. I'm imagining you're more than happy to go back after stepping up a weight division and didn't quite go your way that day, but you came back and now you're going to stay at the lightweight, hopefully.
Yeah, I think right now I will definitely stay lightweight. I think I'm much more dangerous in the lightweight division, But again, just the junior welter as well. The guys are bigger, but again, they're not so much of a challenge. I think it's more even. But I think lightweight is much more of an advantage for me.
It's good to see you that Extreme Nutrition on your t-shirt there. Now you've got a supplement sponsor on board as well. It's been a struggle for some boxers to get them, but you've managed to get one.
Yeah, it's not easy, So and again, it's all about how you perform and how you conduct yourself, because I'm a brand. Mike Pronto is not just a person. I'm a brand. So how I represent myself out there, So it's I'm blessed to have a brand as Extreme Nutrition come on board and support me.
Well, the purpose of today was to talk about this fight you had in the Eastern Cape. Of course, you came out quite dominant there. Probably the first 2 rounds was the only sort of issue, and then after that, just one-way traffic from your side.
Yeah. And you always step into the ring with those nerves, catching you, you don't know what you're going to do. And the worst thing with this fight that we come from, we didn't know the guy because we looked on Facebook, we looked on Google, you don't really find much on him. Only at the pre-weigh-in, the pre-medical, that's where we only find out that he's actually a southpaw. And we had no southpaw sparring, nothing at all, so it was just, get in there, do what you got to do, and yeah.
I wanted to ask, what did you make of the whole shoulder situation? Didn't look like he actually got injured, and then all of a sudden he was injured. And what did you make of the whole situation?
Well, in my take, because I was in the ring with him, I think he was just looking, trying to find a way out of the fight. So that's how I saw it. Because even when he actually fell down and started complaining about the shoulder, it wasn't. I had done nothing. He just went under my arm, and then the next thing he felt as though I had squashed him or choked him or something. So I think he just couldn't handle the pressure, But he is a good boxer, but I just think I was just way more prepared, for that fight than he was.
Going down, Eastern Cape, you fought there. How was it like fighting at the Orange?
It was very interesting and nerve-wracking as well because, you're away from home. And it was an epic show, full to capacity outside. People want to come in, the atmosphere was amazing.
And Rumble Africa, how have they been treating you?
I must say Rumble Africa is one of the greatest promotions currently that I've actually fought under, and they've actually offered me another opportunity, which I'm grabbing with both arms as well. So they're a good brand, and I just love the way they, when I go to Eastern Cape, I'm treated like a king, I think most boxers when they travel and they go fight, that's it, they're treated well, the hospitality, well taken care of, so. And again, the bills, the way they conduct the whole professional fights, and that it's just amazing, So, and also just hopefully we can get into other discussions. Maybe they can sign me up as one of their boxers. But time will tell, I suppose.
I suppose it all sort of sits or rests on the balance of this fight that you're going to be fighting. You've been invited back to fight another dangerous guy, Mvula. He beat Lisandro Komanisi in the last fight. At least this is someone you can research. What do you make of him?
I haven't really done my homework thorough as yet, but he fought some prominent names, Jeff Mukagani, Prince Lomo, he drew with him, and then he recently fought Lusanda. So I think he does have what it takes, and he's got 18 fights, so both him and I, we're sitting on the same number of fights, But all will go down in the day, and there will be one man standing.
I know styles make fights, and it comes down to the day where it's like you and your opponent, but you do have a mutual direct opponent recently, which is Komanisi.
Yes.
You obviously stopped Komanisi. He went to potentially a controversial split decision with Komanisi. Do you look into that much, or is it more of a different fight, different day?
Yeah, I think it's just different fight, different day. Just get there, have to do my thing, and how I do it as well also will also indicate as to what direction the fight will go as well. You know, so he is a good. He does seem to be a good boxer, and also I think his record also speaks volumes as well. So yeah, we'll just have to see how things turn out on the day.
Another big thing is there's a big international attraction in this fight because Azinga Fuzile is fighting the IBF World Title Eliminator to fight Seven Farmer next. Being on this bill, there's going to be a lot of eyes on you, pressure, and firstly, how are you going to take in this whole big occasion?
Well, I mean, pressure makes diamonds, and I believe I was meant to shine. So I think with the pressure that will be there, for me it's a good thing, because I think as boxers we also do need that exposure, you know, because we're growing. And again, when you look at your time span as a professional boxer, it's not that long, you know. So you have to make your mark and then get those opportunities, and then you're out, you know.
Well, it's good to see you fighting regularly. Good to see you winning. We're going to catch up with you rather sooner and closer to the fight. All the best with your preparations, and do you have anything lastly to say?
Nothing really much, but just to say that, you know, I'm a hard-working boxer. You know, like immediately after that fight, even with the one with Jabulani, you know, I was just back into the ring, back into the gym, working hard, and then I was offered that opportunity, which we made the best of it. And then now we offered another opportunity again. We're back in the gym. We're working very hard, and also just to give much gratitude and big thanks to Rumble Africa for, you know, and not sticking within Eastern Cape. They got brilliant boxers there, but you know, just for them also going out to other provinces and also just giving opportunities out to boxers in other provinces. You know, we do greatly appreciate that. You know, so I'm very much honored as well by that.